Good morning. It's 7 a.m. and coming up here on the BFMN, Arkansas lawmakers have passed the 2025 fiscal budget, mirroring what the governor proposed. And Donald Trump held in contempt of his gag order for the New York City hush money trial he's facing. Protests have broken out across college campuses. The answers to the questions you're all asking. And finally, a look at your forecast. Good morning. It's been an interesting and busy news week. I feel like I'm always thinking that grab your cup of coffee. It's bright and early here at 7 a.m. here in Brookland, Arkansas. I'm Jackson Mitchell. Thank you so much for joining me. Arkansas lawmakers have passed an almost identical budget to what Governor Sanders proposed. Before we get to that, let's go to check your forecast. A warm forecast has been great, and that is going to continue today. Expect a high of 80 and a low of 63 degrees Fahrenheit. Moving on to Sunday, rain in the forecast, a 55% chance of rain in the evening. Let's go back to that same budget, though. The State House and Senate passed identical versions to the Revenue Stabilization Act. Now it heads to the governor's desk, in which she is expected to sign it. Now, that budget increased state spending by 1.76% for the previous year. Now, most of that increased funding goes to the new voucher program that was in the LEARNS Act that passed last year. The Associated Press reports that legislative leaders said they expect discussions toward the end of the fiscal year on whether there will be a special session to take up additional tax cuts. Now to that news involving the former president and that trial in New York he's facing. Judge Juan Merchan ruled Trump was in contempt of a gag order in a recent hearing. The ruling over posts made on his campaign website and on Truth Social. Here's a piece of what he said outside of the courtroom.
Getting the word out, and everybody knows this trial is a scam. It's a scam. The judge should be recused, and he should recuse himself today. It's the most recusable judge I've been. It's called recusal abuse. And he should recuse himself today. And maybe he will. Maybe he will. Maybe he'll do the right thing.
Across American college campuses, protests have broken out over colleges having business dealings with Israel. Those protesters demanding the over 50 colleges students have gathered to divest. The big story over the arrests made and clashes, though. Take a look at some of this video. It's crazy. I think both sides can agree on that. Now, let's go back here to kind of sum things up. I'm going to kind of nerd out here. Since last week, this has been going on now for weeks now, but since last week, encampments have been going on, and the LAPD, the NYPD have kind of broken up. Now, this isn't just protests at New York colleges and California colleges. This is colleges across the world, even at places like Ole Miss, where the protesters clashed. We had people talking about President Biden and different things of that nature. Now, we do have a video of at a New York college here of them breaking into a building on campus. They're at Columbia University. Now, there's some video of that that you're viewing right now. But since colleges are private property and these are protests, now, whether some people would consider them riots, I really could put a quote on protest here because that's really what the mainstream media is calling them, protests. But we've seen some things that are really riot behavior. So, again, back to what I was saying is it's a private property and that police and these are protests and that police aren't, going on that property until requested, and places and police departments like the NYPD and the LAPD have now gone onto those campuses breaking up, which we have been showing you guys video of that. And now we have seen 2,300 arrests have been made. It's really an historic story that I will continue to bring you guys updates for. Okay. That wraps up this version of Brookland's fastest morning newscast. Thanks for watching. Follow all of our socials there at the bottom of your screen. Jackson Mitchell BN on Instagram, Jax at MITCHBN on X, Jackson Mitchell on Facebook. Have a wonderful morning, a wonderful day, and drink plenty of coffee. Thanks for watching.